Hello, my name is Andrew. Today I'm going to be demonstrating goal setting in the counseling session. When setting goals with a client, you may choose to use the acronym SMART. This stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. They should always also be positive. In this video, there won't be an actual client, so I will be reading the client's response along with giving my own responses to each client statement. We have seen our client for a few sessions now, and it is time to start choosing and discussing goals in the sessions. Our client comes to us struggling with drinking and depression. Okay, so let's begin. Good afternoon. Thank you for attending our session today, and even arriving today early. I'd like for you to share a bit more about your week and what's been going on with you. Last week we discussed that you're possibly starting to feel like you should be coming to counseling sessions. You don't want things staying the way they are. Change is something you are open to, but you are afraid of that change. You are also afraid to stop drinking. I had encouraged you to try alternate coping skills. How did your week go? Client response. Hello, Dr. Hubert. I've done a lot of thinking this week regarding what we have discussed in sessions. I am open to change. My week wasn't decent, actually. I explored some other ways of coping, and I am ready to move forward. Okay, that's great. So I've been doing the assessment stage of our counseling sessions, which I've been getting information about you while we talked. How would you feel about creating some counseling goals now that we've been getting to know each other? I know this may be scary, but I believe that you are ready for this stage. Client response. Okay, I feel like I am committed to counseling. I can work on setting goals, I suppose. I'm glad you are committed to counseling and change in your life. You have shown progress in your attitude, which is great. When setting these goals, I want you to feel like you can achieve them. We are going to continue to think and work positively at all these goals. So, I am going to start with asking you a few questions to help us with our goal setting stage. How does that sound to you? Okay, Dr. Huber, that sounds great. Okay, so here are my questions. What brings you to counseling? And what emotions do you have while attending these counseling sessions? Client response. Well, I realize I want to change and spend time with my family again. I want to feel better, and I want to stop using drinking as a coping skill. Okay. I appreciate you sharing that with me. So what motivates you? And what types of things do you want to work on in our sessions? What possible goals or expectations have you thought about completing in your life? Client response. Being with my family motivates me. I want to make them proud. That's what mainly motivates me. Well, I need to stop drinking and using that as a coping skill. I don't enjoy the taste. I just like hiding my feelings in the bottle. My self-esteem and relationships need to improve. Overall, I want to find other activities that will make me happy and feel healthy. That's great. Those are all good observations and thoughts to help us out when creating these goals. Okay, so what used to make you happy? And what are some activities you can use as possible coping skills? Client response. Well, I used to love journaling or writing poetry. That may help with my emotions. I need to talk with my family, but I also used to enjoy sporting events with my kids and husband. As for coping skills, I could try to think positive and work on spending time with my family. When I'm upset, I could also try journaling my thoughts. Exercise may even help too. I would want to reward myself from time to time, but exercising would increase my self-esteem possibly. Okay. So from what I got in our past sessions, we had concluded that you are feeling depressed and your family notices this. You have had bad days, but you seem to manage. Drinking was your way of suppressing your emotions, and you are open and willing to change, although you are afraid of that change. Does all of this sound correct? Client response. Yes, that is correct, Dr. Huber. Okay, just now we discussed areas you want to work on in your life. We came up with improving family relationships, self-esteem, and coping skills. How do these areas sound to you? Client response. Those sound good. They sound like good areas of focus. I'd like to work on all of that. Okay, so we will focus on improving your relationship with your family, self-esteem, and obtaining coping skills. After giving some thought, I have come up with a simple goal plan that we can try. I'd like to have your opinion on it. So as for your family, try focusing on spending time with your kids and husband. Maybe try going out to dinner with them. You had mentioned journaling and poetry. Try journaling your feelings, both negative and positive feelings. We will keep track of this. Exercise can also be a coping skill, plus it'll make your self-esteem improve. Notice how we turn these problems into realistic and positive goals. What are your thoughts on all of this? Client response. Okay, all of that sounds great. I'll try all of those out this week. Alright, so as for your simple goals, we are saying journal your thoughts, spend time with your family, take a walk for some exercise. Do you agree? How does it all sound to you? Client response. Yes, that all sounds easy enough. I feel like that's a good start towards my goals. Alright. Okay, good. I'm glad you agree. I appreciate your efforts in setting your treatment goals. I encourage you to work at these goals this week. Have a good day, and I'll see you next week. Okay, Dr. Huber. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.